EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air goes Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete. And you look at the Saints defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go, Shaq. 19 Lions.
To throw is Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That is the big fella, Madd25, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Rattler. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Go!
Throwing Nix. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Here we go, sack!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go!
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll go play action with Nix. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. No score after one on EA Sports. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry. And some room to work. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Rattler wants to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rattler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. second down and 6 now from the 42. Here's Rattler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To the air is Rattler. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 33 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Nix from the shotgun. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Nix to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the air with Nix. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun is Nix. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And that last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. Here's Nix. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Nix once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyquan Thornton, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. To about the 26 here.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 74 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Go.
On play action, here's Nix. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This is 1st and 10. Now Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Ravens, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come from free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me.